Hey there, today I'll be showing you how to draw Cheezey Bee from Shopkins. So we start by drawing in the eyes. We'll start on the left, drawing the top part of the eye. Now it's basically almost a full circle, but we're just going to slice off the bottom here. So starting on the bottom, I'm going to circle around to the top. We'll come back down, and now we're going to stop a little bit higher than on the left side. So you can see that this point here is a lot higher than the point on the left. From this point, I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve. It goes up and then down. Just close that gap off a little bit. Now we're just going to draw the inner white area of the eye. So up here on the top, I'm just going to curve it around and just make it a little bit thicker as you get down towards the bottom. Now up here, we're just going to draw a little highlight circle. So up here, we're just going to draw a small circle like this. And we'll color this whole entire area here in black. Now before we draw in the eyelashes, I'm going to go over to the right side and draw the exact same thing, but we're going to flip this over. So we want to start at the front edge, moving across. Right here, I'm just going to put a point. From this point, I want to draw a curve all the way around to the top to match the same height, and then come down towards the bottom to match the same level as the bottom on the left. So from here, we're just going to curve up. We're just going to curve around, trying to make this as smooth as possible, and then back down towards the bottom, making sure we stop at the same height on the bottom here. From this point to here, we're just going to curve and connect those points. Now we're going to draw that white outer edge of the eye. So starting at the top, we're going to curve down, and as we get a little bit thicker towards the bottom. Now with the highlight on the right side, we're going to drop it down a little bit lower here. So we're going to draw a little circle, bottom here, and then color all this area in black. Alright, now we got both eyes here. Let's draw in some eyelashes. So along the side on the left, there's 3 thick eyelashes. So we're going to start with the one on the bottom here. So just slightly up from the bottom corner here, we're going to draw a line coming out and then rounding it back in. We're going to color that in black. We're going to draw one more up on top, but we're going to change the angle so it's turned up a little bit. Starting at the top, come out, round up the end, and then come back in towards the eyelid. Color that in black. Now let's draw one more. We're going to draw one white up here. So starting up here, we're going to go out in an angle, round it out, and then come back in. Let's color that in black. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the right side. So let's start at the bottom again. So starting just a little bit higher than that point along the bottom, coming down, rounding it out, then back in. We'll color that all in black. Now we're going to draw one slightly higher, but we're going to angle it out further. So this one down like this. The next one's going to tilt upwards. So right here, angle out, round out the tip, and then back in. We'll color that in black. And we want to match the height of the top one here. So right up here, we're just going to draw a line going out, curving around, and then back in. We'll color that all in black. Let's move to the center of the face. In between the eyes, we're going to draw the little nose. So in between, just as high as the inner part of the eye, right here, we're just going to draw a little U. Little U shape like that, and just above it we're just going to draw a little slight curve going down like this. From this point, let's draw in the mouth. So we're going to start with the cheeks. So just below the left eye, we're going to draw a curve starting from the top and then curving down. Let's go to the right side and draw the same thing but flipped over. So starting up here, we're going to curve down. Let's draw in the wiggly little mouth. So starting up on the top here on the left, we're going to curve down. We go back up, and then we'll go down into the side of that cheek there. Now from this point, I probably want to start drawing in the burger patty, working my way up, and then back down. So from left to right, there's a wiggly line that goes across just above the eyes for the bottom part of the burger patty. So making sure that I space this out. So on the ends of the eye, I want to make sure that the distance to the edge of the burger is the same. So up here, and I want to make sure it's above the eyes as well. So right about here, I'm going to put a point. I'm going to move over to the right and draw the same point. So that the space here is the same as the space on the right side. Now all I want to do is draw a series of little U shapes all the way across in a straight line to that point. But in this area here, I'm going to draw the hand. So the hand is up on the head like this. So what we want to do is, starting on the end here, I'm going to draw a series of little curves that go up like this. When I get to the third point here, I'm going to draw in the hand. So we're going to drop down, we're going to curve up, we're going to curve around, and then back down. So you can see that it gets a little bit narrower as it gets towards the end of the arm here. Now we're going to imagine the burger patty behind this hand, and we're going to continue all the way along to that point there. So starting back up here, I'm just going to do these little waves, these little U shapes that go all the way across. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be all the same size. I can have larger ones, I can have smaller ones, and we're just going to go across like that. Okay, I kind of missed the point, but that's okay. Now from this point, I want to move up and draw the bottom part of the bun. So leaving quite a big gap on top here, I want to move up and leave enough space. So right from this end, I'm going to move up, I'm going to draw a point. I want to take this line and go all the way across and just line up with the edge of the burger patty. Starting on the side, I'll work my way across and right to there. From this point, now I can draw in the sides of the burger patty. On this side, there's a lettuce leaf that's sort of sticking out, so I'm going to start with that first. Starting on the end, I'm going to curve out and down. From here, I'm going to curve up and in. I'm going to curve, point like that, and once more, and tuck that in underneath the burger bun. From this end, I'm just going to start continuing these little curves all the way underneath that lettuce leaf. And you can see that the lettuce sort of overlaps the burger patty a little. From this side, I'm going to curve around underneath the bun, but I'm just going to do these little loops again. So I'm just doing these little curves and tucking that in underneath that edge. From this point, I can draw the little piece of cheese sticking out on the side. So just above this hand, up here, I'm going to curve down. From this point, I'm going to curve up and tuck this in underneath the burger bun. We're going to go back to the starting point and curve down, and you can see that I'm getting a little bit thicker as I get towards the bottom. And then from this point, I'm just going to follow this line all the way across and underneath the bun. Let's draw that little drippy special sauce, or the ketchup along here. So starting up here, we're going to curve down, and we're going to go up. Little hook. We're going to round up the top, and then come down with a long curve, and then go back up. And then we're going to draw one little drip here, with a little curve going down, then back up. And then we're going to try this one more time, just a little shallow one here, and tuck that in underneath the bun. Now from this point, I want to draw the top of the bun. Now this is a big half circle that goes all the way up to probably about here. So what I want to do, I want to start on the side here and just curve up towards my finger, up towards my thumb there. Starting up here, I'm going to curve up. And you can take your time. You don't have to try to do it all in one motion. I'm going to try to get up to the top here. Now I want to bring this back down on the right side. So just keeping my eye on the right into that point there. Now I'm going to leave the sesame seeds till last. Let's work our way down to the body. So just under here, we're going to draw the bottom part of the bun. So on the side here, I just want to draw a curve coming out. Now I want to line up with the edge of the bun on the top. From here, I want to draw a straight line coming down, and I want to go past the bottom of the cheeks here. So coming down to right about here, making sure that it clears, and I'm just going to round out the corner. Okay, so if I drew a straight line across, make sure that it goes below those cheek lines. On this side, I'm going to draw the piece of cheese that hangs out on this side. So that little point that I drew earlier, I'm just going to cover that up by going across and down, and then we're going to go back up. We're going to go up and tuck this in underneath the beef patty. We're going to draw this line twice. So we're just going to step in and draw a curve like that. Now I'm going to step in and draw a straight line coming down. I want to make sure that I match this up. So I want to make sure that this curve comes down at the same height. So right about here, I'm just going to curve in. From this point, I'm going to draw two straight lines coming across to meet the feet. But before I do that, I'm going to draw the feet in first. So just in line with this nose, just below the cheeks, I'm going to draw a point right here. This is where this line would sort of cross. From this point, I'm going to draw a straight line going down, right about there. Now I'm going to draw a curve for the top of the shoe. And I want to draw this curve so that it ends up in line with this edge of this bun here. So right on the edge of this eye, I'm going to draw a curve into that point. I'm going to go over to the right side as well, so curving down over to the right. Now I want to draw a straight line into the edge of the bun, just like this. Now from this point, let's draw in the detail for the shoes. So from this point, I'm going to step over to the left, draw a straight line coming all the way down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So stepping over, drawing a line all the way down. We're going to connect these 2 points with a straight line. We're just going to round out the end just a little bit to the center. Going across and just round out the end. And then all we have to do simply is from this point, the corner, curve up into that center point. So curving up and then down. Go over to the right, going up and then down. And then I'm going to split the half point between this line and this line right in the middle, curving across. We'll do that one more time on the right, so curving across this. And now let's draw in the hand on this side. So this hand comes across this way. So similar to how we shaped it on the left side, we'll start up here, we'll curve in towards the eye, we'll round up the end of the hand and curve up towards the cheese. Now from this point, let's draw in the sesame seeds. Now the sesame seeds basically look like little raindrop shapes. So along the middle here, on the bottom, I'm going to draw from the top, and round out the bottom, and then back up to the top again. Now there's 3 of these along the middle, so I'm going to move up, and draw another one here, move up. We're going to start at the top of the sesame seed, curving the bottom, and then back up to the top. Now they don't have to be perfectly straight. Some of them are sort of angled left or right. So along the bottom here, there's 3 on this side, 3 on this side along the bottom. So starting on the inside here, on the left, we'll draw another raindrop shape. Over here, we'll probably just angle them a little bit. From this side, I'll probably tilt it over that way. Let's go over to the right side and draw the same thing. So drawing 3 sesame seeds on the right side. We can tilt them any different direction. Now the second row, along with this, we're going to draw 2 here and 2 on the right. So up here, just making sure that they're around the same height. We'll draw 1 over here. Let's draw 2 more on this side. 1 and then 2. And then up here, we're going to draw 2 more. So 1 on the other side of this point. So I'm just going to angle these in, like that. And then 2 more at the very top, 1 up here. I'm just going to angle them so they're pointing towards the center a little bit. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Cheezey Bee from Shopkins. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.